Alright, so in today's video we're going to be working on this PS4 Pro. I got this PS4 Pro about a year ago online, and if memory serves, the only major issue with it is the disk drive has trouble taking in game discs. So whenever you put a game disc in, it just goes real slow. You can kind of hear that the motor is kind of struggling to get that CD in. And the same thing when you eject it. And oftentimes when the PS4 is exhibiting symptoms of difficulty taking game discs in, a simple clean of the rollers that actually move the game disc in and out of the system is all it really takes to get that working again. Since we're going to be in there already, I decided to go ahead and upgrade it with an SSD, as well as put some fresh thermal paste on the chip. You know, I'm going to be in there, it is going to be all open up, might as well do that. And as far as the SSD, it's not like the hard drive that it has is bad or anything, but this one's going to be a bit quicker, and it's just going to make the PS4 perform that much better. All that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, looks like it's actually a little bit dirtier than I anticipated, so we're probably going to have to do some cleaning as well. A lot of dirt, a lot of debris around the edges. But let's keep digging and see what it looks like inside. Alright, so far in terms of thermal pads and thermal paste, it's looking not too bad. You have all these 6 pads here, and the motherboard has all of the pads here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're almost at the optical drive, so let's just keep on taking the last few screws out and see if we can't get that roller working right. These are the rollers that I was talking about, and they are pretty grimy, so I'm going to go ahead and give them a good clean, and hopefully that helps it perform better. So even though we got to where I was supposed to get to, which was just the optical drive, I'm going to go ahead and try to disassemble the entire PS4 Pro. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to go ahead and clean everything without worrying any of the electronics, because I want to use a little bit of water to really get in there and scrub it, because it is pretty dirty. So I'm trying to just strip it all the way down. Alright, so with the PS4 Pro pretty much stripped down of all its electronics, I'm going to go ahead and take all the plastics and I'm going to give them a good scrub with some soap and water, probably with some alcohol, dry them up all really well, probably using a hot air gun just to make sure there's not any moisture trapped in there anymore. As you guys can see, those rollers are pretty discolored. They're not supposed to be this yellowish color, they're supposed to be closer to this in color. Also, this gear is quite gunked up, so let's try to get that gear cleared up and these cleaned up as best as possible and see if it fixes the issue.
You are my sunshine. You are my sun. Red light.
Alright, so with the PS4 Pro fully assembled, all that's left to do is switch out the old hard drive for the new SSD. So I'm going to take the old drive off of this hard drive tray, and I'm going to install the SSD in there, and then what I'm going to do with the old hard drive, I'm going to put it in this external drive enclosure, and maybe use it as an external drive or something. Alright, so I got the old hard drive in the external case, I got that new SSD in the system. Now all that's left to do is download the PlayStation operating system back onto that new drive, and hopefully everything checks out. And then we'll test the disk drive as well, make sure that it's taking the game disks reasonably better than when I did test it beforehand. Alright, so as you guys can see, we got the software installed on the new hard drive. Everything seems to be working okay. It is detecting the new hard drive, and it should be a terabyte, which it is. It's a little under a terabyte because the software of the PlayStation takes up some space. And now we are testing to see if the disk drive takes the CD in, which it seems to do it a lot better than it did before. And same with the eject. Again, it seems about as smooth as a regular PS4 would be, so I'm really happy with those results. We managed to get those rollers all cleaned up inside that disk drive, which helped a lot in the speed of taking in the game disc. And I was able to install the update file onto the new hard drive, and everything seems to be fully operational. And with the PS4 running the way it should, I think that's going to be it for this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!